Hello guys, my name is Suraj and I work as an engineer at Grey Atom. We have built a learning platform which we call it as Commit Live. All of you will use it throughout our program for performing various activities. This video is about what is Commit Live, why it is necessary and how to use it. Commit Live is our state-of-the-art tool using which our students can learn various concepts from our program. Commit Live platform is a tool made up of web and native IDE. Commit Live is tightly integrated with GitHub. GitHub is version control system that manages and stores revisions of your projects. Why we use GitHub? It's better to explain it with an example. Let's imagine a user who has just signed up with us for our data science program. Take a look at the user's GitHub account. No projects yet. Now, let's log on to Commit Live Web using the user's GitHub account. By default, the user lands on Commit Live's dashboard screen. On the dashboard screen, user can view his or her total progress in the program, total points earned till now, and a leaderboard which shows where a user stands with respect to his or her fellow batchmates. There are two other screens in Commit Live Web, that is Program and Calendar. Use the left navigation bar to switch to those screens. Let's move on to the program screen. Here you can see all the program related material. We have divided the program into a set of modules which are separated here as tabs. Each module will have its own set of topics. Each topic is further divided into an in-class lesson and an associated project. As you can see, getting started with Python has two parts. The first part is an in-class lesson and the second part is a project which is identified by the blue button called as View Project. Let's explore what an in-class assignment looks like. Each in-class lesson will have a video icon. It will be enabled only if that particular topic is covered during the classroom sessions. Clicking on the video icon will take you to the recorded video of your classroom session. Let's explore the lesson details screen now. Once you click on the in-class lesson, you will be redirected to its details. Here you can see all the content related to that particular topic, which in our case is getting started with Python. You will see a button in the top right corner of the screen saying Open Jupyter Notebook. You can open up the notebook file associated with the topic. After Jupyter Notebook loads completely, you will be able to read and also code along with your instructor. By default, the notebook will take up half of your screen. In case you want it to take up the whole screen, we have provided a button for that. You can use it to minimize it as well. If you are done using the Jupyter Notebook, you can close it with the cross button which is given over here. After clicking yes, it will hide. After you are done with the in-class lesson, you can mark it as completed. How to do that? Just click on the green button with the tick mark symbol. This will mark it as done. That's all about the in-class lesson for now. Now, let's explore the project associated with each topic you will learn. Let's go back to the program listing. You can use the button given in the top left corner of the screen just below the Commit Live logo. You will land on the program listing screen. So, what is project in commit.live? In short, it's a collection of assignments. There will be a blue button which says View Project just below the in-class lesson. Apart from the button, it also contains the points that you will earn for that. Once you click on the project, you will see a list of project assignments. Each assignment will have the same point structure as its parents plus a due date against it. Due date won't appear until and unless that topic isn't covered in the classroom sessions. Let's say you have started working on getting started with Python project. As you can see, there are 7 assignments to complete in it and you can earn a total of 350 points for it. Before you start any project in Commit Live, it is mandatory to install Commit Live IDE in your machine. Now, let's clone a project given under Getting Started with Python in our CommitLive ID. In order to do that, click the View Project button. It will take you to the details of that project. After landing on project details, find the green button with the title Start Coding. It has a drop down under which you will see a Open in App command. Click on the command. It will automatically copy it to your clipboard. Now let's go to the CommitLive ID. Here you can paste the command inside the terminal. Look closely at the command. It will have a text as clive space open space unique project ID. So what is an ID? It is an identification purpose used to clone that particular project inside the ID. clive is a CLI developed by Creatom which helps students bypass a lot of commands which it executes under the hood while also helping us monitor all users' activity. Let's hit enter now. This will fork the project into your GitHub account and then clone it in your ID. After it successfully does that, a new folder will open inside the file browser and also open the details inside the ID. In our case, the folder name is Python Getting Started Project. Now, you might be having a question, why fork the project into your GitHub account? Two reasons. First, you should be able to access or revisit your projects whenever you want, even after the program has ended. Second, by forking all your projects into your GitHub account, it will enhance your programming profile, which you can showcase to any possible recruiter. Let's give an example for that. So, previously we saw that there are no projects cloned in his GitHub account. Now, after running the clive open command, that particular project, Python Getting Started, is forked into his account. So now he can showcase this particular project to whoever he wants to and also revisit it later on. Now in CommitLive Web, you can see that there are 7 assignments under Getting Started with Python project for which you can find 7 subfolders in ID. Let me show you that. Each subfolder has names starting with the letter Q and a sequence number followed by it. Let's go to the first assignment of Getting Started with Python project in CommitLive Web. At the top right, you can see 2 buttons, Open Jupyter Notebook and Start Coding. Let's use Start Coding for now. We'll explain the significance of Open Jupyter Notebook button later. Now, click on Start Coding button. You will see 3 commands. First is clive open, second clive test, and third is clive submit. If you remember, the project details screen doesn't have the 2 commands for test and submit because we want you to test individual assignment and submit solution for one assignment at a time. Now, for our first assignment, let's copy the open in app command and go to the ID again. Before hitting enter, just look closely at the command. It will have the clive open space a unique project code followed by a colon and then unique assignment code. The unique project code represents the folder name in our case, which is Python Getting Started project, and the unique assignment code points to the subfolder inside the project folder, in our case which is Q1 read data. After hitting enter, it will auto open the folder for you and also open the assignment details inside the ID. You could also use the file browser to do that. Let me show you. You can skip copying the open in app command if the project folder can be seen in the file browser of the CommitLive ID. But if you can't see the folder, then it becomes mandatory to use that command. Our first assignment has a title, Read the Data File in CommitLive Web, and Q1 underscore read underscore data as the title of the subfolder in the CommitLive ID. Open up the build.py file present under the Q1 underscore read underscore data folder and start writing your code in it. Make sure you keep saving your build.py file as and when you edit it. After some coding, you will check if your solution is passing the test cases. How to do that? Well, just go to the assignment details in CommitLive Web again. Click on the Start Coding button again. You will see Run Test Case command. Just copy it, go to CommitLive IDE again and paste it in the terminal. But before that, make sure that your terminal is in the right project folder. In our case, it is Python Getting Started project. Paste that command over here. After you execute the CLive test command, it will show whether your solution passed the test cases or not. If it fails, start coding again until you pass the test cases. I am pretty much sure that everyone will pass the test cases eventually, after which you will need to submit your solution to us and mark the assignment as completed. After successfully passing the test cases, you will need to submit your code. How to do that? Just go to CommitLive Web again. Copy the CLive submit command. Go to IDE again and paste it. Please make sure that your terminal is in the right project folder before executing any CLive command. It is mandatory for all users to execute CLive test and CLive submit commands at the project folder level, which in our case is Python Getting Started. Let's hit enter now. This will push your changes to your GitHub account and also mark it as completed in CommitLive Web. But there is a catch here. After all, blindly coding without seeing the output of your solution won't be possible for everyone. So how can you see the output? I'm sure many of you will say, why not use a terminal? In comes the famous Python command. Make sure you add the project directory inside the terminal. In our case, it will be Python Getting Started project. Type Python space q01 underscore read underscore data slash build.py and then hit enter. Nothing appeared. That's because you haven't typed in the print statement. Let's go ahead and type in the print statement. Let's save these changes and then hit that command again. Now, executing the previously typed Python command will print the output of your solution. Although you will see output for most of your solution inside the terminal, but not every time. Sometimes you might need to see a graph or an image or something totally dynamic. For that, you will need to take help of the Jupyter Notebook. Let's go to the CommitLive Web again. Now we can use the Open Jupyter Notebook button given in the right corner of the assignment details. Click on it and wait until the notebook completely loads. Then you can copy a solution from the IDE, paste it inside the Jupyter Notebook and then execute it. Bingo! You can now see any dynamic output, whether it be image or graph, inside the Jupyter Notebook. So, the significance of using Jupyter in solving assignment is to cross-verify your output against what is expected in the assignment. Once you verify the output, copy your solution from Jupyter Notebook back into the IDE and make sure that you follow the same steps for CLive test and CLive submit again. I hope this explains a lot about commit.live. Thank you for watching the video and please feel free to question us about anything in commit.live.